Hello, the great intelligence. Welcome back to the planet. Just hang on. See if Martin's about. Don't be a flapping when the waves are lapping. Right, welcome back to the planet. Yes, it's nice here. Look at the sky. All very pretty. But we have things to do. We need to construct a shelter for protection against hazards. So we've got to do some building. Now, over here, we've built a base computer. And we'd started to build some walls. But now it says build a wooden door frame. And to build a wooden door frame, I need some carbon. So, easiest place to get that is the trees. Now we've got to do all our own building, I'm afraid. I'm going to sneeze, so watch out. That's a good start. Yes. It's alright. Right, so let's mine a bit of carbon. And we can start doing some proper building. Later on, we'll learn about such exotic materials as concrete and metal. But you have to start with wood. A few bushes won't hurt either. Let's get a couple of big trees. Right. We have some carbon. So if we go over to, now I've realised that we started to build this where it's not terribly flat. If you look, the wall there sort of goes into the ground, where the wall over there sort of hovers. Oh, we've got a milestone with some feet. Yes, Martin, we left Green Arse World, we went to a very cold place, and now we've come to Benidorm-on-Sky, which we thought was probably the nicest looking place. So I'm going to build this wooden door frame. Where should we build it? Let's sort of build it there. Good. Oh. Now it looks a bit silly having a door there with nothing else around it. But since we're going to build some things inside the shelter, I'm not going to worry too much about putting a roof on it at the moment. So the base computer's online, it says. Accessing logs. Additional archives recovered. So we're going round, we are literally going round the archives. Does it rain here? Yes, it does. So let's have a look in our archives. Construction largely a success. Recovered salvage data, Plans, log, scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Oh. We might have to go digging. Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success. I have access to their plans and perhaps I can learn from their efforts. A construction research unit. Oh, that's good. So, this is a field deployable research module. If we find technology modules, we can learn new construction blueprints. So we need magnetized ferrite to build that and some carbon nanotubes. The carbon nanotubes are no problem. What are you going on about Annabelle's sting? So for magnetized ferrite, we need to do that in stages. So expand our base by learning new blueprints. So we dig up buried technology to earn new. So we got to do some time team. Oh, the stingy thing. I don't remember it was whether it was called Annabelle or not. So we can power our base and use a teleporter. So we've got lots of things to do. So the first thing I think we should do is get the refiner out. So I'll put the refiner alright, let's get this right. So we'll put the refiner there. So we need magnetized ferrite. Now the refiner can run off the carbon we've got. And if I put some ferrite dust into the refiner, it can make pure ferrite. Okay. And if I put the ferrite back in the refiner, I can make magnetized ferrite. Okay, right, that's a start. I need a little bit more of that. So let's look in our suit and see if we've got anything else. So that rusted metal, remember that? That we picked up. Okay, if we put the... Oh, I have got some additional pure ferrite, it's right, but I'll show off to Martin the rusted metal. So if we put the rusted metal in the refiner, we can turn the rusted metal into ferrite dust. We can turn the ferrite dust into pure ferrite, and we can turn pure ferrite into magnetized ferrite. Gosh, this chat room's going away here. What's this? Learning taxidermy skills. I might be able to chat in here as well. Let's see. Let's see. Can I chat here too? Yes, I can. It seems. Right, there we go. So we've got... Right. Okay. Ferrite dust becomes pure ferrite. A new type of person. Pretend we don't know them. It's alright, I'll just look away. Alright, sorry about all the steam coming out of my refiner, but hey. Now if we put the pure ferrite back in, we get magnetized ferrite. Am I a not we? Oh, definitely. Right, there we go. We have magnetized ferrite. Are you a pertwee? Right, okay, so transfer that to our suit. And I need some nanotubes as well. So I need one of those. Okay, now I can deploy the construction research unit. We'll do that inside our base. Might as well be tidy. There we go. Test the construction research unit. Analysis unit online. Users should recover salvage data from buried technology, equip and utilize an analysis visor. Well, we've got one of those. So research buildable technology and structures. We can. So we have no salvage data, but we can build a base teleport module once we can find some salvage data. So, well, that's nice. It's got daylight. So let's scan the area, and we'll be looking for marks on the horizon. So we've got copper, damaged machinery. What's that? Star brambles. Aha. There's a buried technology module. If we get our terrain manipulator out, we can dig a hole and see what's buried here. So I'm going to go the full Tony Robinson now and do a dig. Oh look, a strange buried device. A capsule buried in the ground. Bung some rust in a box and you invent teleportation. So the technology module gives us a bit of salvage data. That's good. Let's see if we can find another one. Ah! Where are we? Well, it's going to chuck it down in a minute, and it's going to be hot. So let's see if we can before it starts. Oh no, it is nasty. Right. You might notice that it's getting hot. It's getting very hot. Get in the ship quick. There we are. We'll sit this out till it calms down a bit. But yeah, it's quite nasty out there now. Yeah, don't worry about the creatures. They're fully adapted to the planet. But as Martin's behind, we'll if you'll pardon the expression, we'll just go through our discoveries. So we started off on the planet Pono Gamma. That was the one with all the mushrooms. Then we went to a cold planet, which Paul named Frizilian. And now we're on Benidorm-on-Sky, which is described as a tropical planet. Oh yeah, I like Terry Nation names. I have actually named a planet Marinus recently. So on the planet Benidorm-on-Sky, we started looking at some of the creatures. So, there's got to be a planet Terran. So there's fish. Oh, that's that spiky thing that was chasing us. Yeah, that wasn't too pleasant. A sort of blobby thing with googly eyes. More fish. A two-legged thing. A four-legged thing. And some other things we haven't found yet. So yeah, and various plants. None of which are terribly exciting, but there they all are. And there's the Venus flytrap thing. Right.
Storm clearing.
Good. Right, the storm's gone away. So we can poke our nose outside. So we've got, I think we've got one salvage data unit. So, oh yeah, there's a lot of space botany here, yeah. Right, so let's have a look at our construction research. We do actually have two salvage data, so we can build a teleport module. Or at least we can learn how to build a teleport module. We need some bits and pieces, but let's spend the data. So we've learned how to build a teleport module. Now, yeah, you can change the colour of what you build. So we need 4 metal plates and 2 carbon nanotubes and a bit more sodium. So that's okay. Your base can be renamed. Oh, we've got to name it, haven't we? So currently it's called Yovist Pixo Outpost, which is an incredibly silly name. So would somebody like to suggest a name for our base, please? I have called one Motley Hall in a previous game, but Hovis Pignose. No, I'm not going to get that. But open to suggestions for a name, please. First one with something vaguely sensible gets it. Anyone for a name? Oh, you can't think of one now, can we? Yeah, sensible. Well, it's just so that we'll know where it is when we've got to find it again in the galaxy. It could be anywhere. You can call it anything you like. Scarlettio base. Scarlettio. Alright, okay. Right, okay, rename your base. Lettio. Lettio. Big B for base. I mean, basically we're doing sort of Blake 7 season 4 here. That although we've got a spaceship, we've got a base as well. So there we are, Scarlettio base. Okay, it's named. Good. Bay City Rollers. Oh, thank you, Martin, for those wonderful top of the pops things. They did make me laugh. Right, so gather more ferrite dust to make the metal platings. Well, have we got any? We've got some ferrite dust, but of course we've all turned it into magnetized now, haven't we? So let's go and find some rocks. Those are rocks, aren't they? Alright, let's that's a rock. There's a rock. Alright, so we just shoot a few rocks, get some dust. And I've got a geode as well. We should look at our geode. And there's a rock. I don't know what rock that is. Oh, we're carrying too much stuff. Well, let's have a look at this geode we've got. So that's given us a lot of ferrite dust. Well, that's useful. Good. I realise we're carrying an awful lot of junk about, so let's go and put some of it back in the ship, because we're running out of pockets. Otherwise we won't be able to build everything. Let's just pop over to the ship, because we've still got all that gloop that we picked up in part 1. Right. So let's make those metal plates. And we need to make 4 of those. Okay. Oh, need a bit more. Bit more ferrite dust, that's alright. That's a nice rock. Very pretty. Okay. I'm just going to put some of this junk in the ship. All those fluids and things we picked up. Residual goop. Because we will be, believe it or not, we will be able to sell it to somebody at some point. Good. Right. So we were building metal plates, weren't we? Oh, bit more rock. Then we'll be happy. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, always scan your rocks before you shoot them. Right, good. Alright, back to the ship. I like the way we've become the centre of attention to all the creatures. They're watching what we're doing. Okay. Right, that's the metal plates made. Good. We need a bit more carbon. So we'll just harvest a few bushes and things. Yeah, we're denuding the area of this planet, but hey, if we're going to build a base, we need a bit of space. Oh, that's another unidentified plant, so we'll scan that. There we go. If only I could clear my garden as easily as this. Right. Excuse me, creatures. Oh god, they're all in the way now. Right, so carbon nanotubes. 1, 2. Good. And now I need sodium. Yes, we need to scan for sodium. There's some sodium that way. A sodium-rich plant. Uh-oh. There's something coming towards me. And it's going to bite me. So sorry, creature, I'm going to have to persuade you to go away. Oh, it's not taking no. Ow! It's not taking no for an answer. Sorry, look away now. Oh. Sorry, creature. What were you? Tamis Raculia. Oh yes, we get spaceships because there's always something going on in these planets. Right, what were we looking for? Sodium, weren't we? Where was the sodium? Little yellow plants. Aha, that way. There they are. I don't like shooting things, but fortunately some of the time they just insist on biting you. Right. Oh, what's all these things here? Deposits. I have to do some mining, but nearly at the sodium. It'll just be over the hill, because it always is. There's a sodium-rich plant. Hello, sodium. Good. We have sufficient to build a teleport module. Yeah, blue crystals are always good. Right. Shall I do some running? Oh, I'm puffed out doing that. Right. So let's build our teleport unit. Zero shaps indeed. Let's build that. There. Oh, I need to make. I've made all the metal plates. Oh dear, I left the metal plates in the spaceship. Dear. Forgetful. Always remember where you leave things. Right. So the metal plates. Can come out of the spaceship into our exosuit. Right, good. Sorry about that. Oh, mind your head under the spaceship wing. Where did you drop your keys? Thankfully you never drop your keys. So. One teleport module. And now we need to fuel it. So we need to learn the biofuel reactor. That's quite easy. So here's all the things we can build. A biofuel reactor, for which we'll need metal plating and oxygen, none of which is too difficult, but we will need to dig up another bit of technology. But it's alright, I can see one over there. That's good. So we'll just nip over there. And there's some sodium over there on the way as well. So I'll pick up the sodium as we're heading that away. Yeah, later on we can learn solar panels and things like that, but for the moment we're having to burn carbon basically. But yeah, once we've got a teleport. Oh, I don't know where they're off to. But once we've got a teleport base, teleport unit up and running, then the game will really start to open out. Oh, that plant's got oxygen in it, so I'm gonna. Oh, my mining beam is low. I need to get me beam, get me red beam out. Except it's a green beam. But Peter Miles was always going on about his red beam, wasn't he? Oh, and there's a plant. I got a warning, there's another creature after me. Oh. Ah! What the... Oh, it's one of those spiky things. Go away, spiky thing. Did I get it? Yes. Oh, I'm a drifter now, apparently. Right. Let's dig down. Get the salvage data. Go back to the research unit. I'm not doing the singing. I'm definitely not doing the singing. Try not to get wet feet. It knows the words, so I'll give him that. God, I've got loud feet when I go for a paddle. Oh. So, let's learn the biofuel reactor. There. So I need one metal plate. So the biofuel reactor then opens up electrical wiring. So we know how to make electrical wires, and a signal booster as well. We can worry about signal boosters later. Good, good. Right, so if we want to build the biofuel reactor, we need a little bit more oxygen, so that involves just shooting a few rude plants and metal plating, which we can make from the ferrite from rocks. So let's just go and find a couple of plants with oxygen. So let's just head out into the woods. That's probably the best place to go. Basically it's any plant that moves. will give you oxygen. I think some of the rocks have got oxygen in as well though. So it's worth scanning all the rocks. Or is it carbon? Well, I'll tell you what, let's get that rock, because that's got ferrite dust and carbon in. Whoops, use the right beam on it, otherwise it won't work. More rocks. So we're starting to sort of dig down into the detail on this planet now. That should be enough ferrite dust for our needs. But yeah, no oxygen is the thing. So anything that looks like a Venus flytrap or looks like a rude mushroom that's moving about. Oh dear. I thought this was meant to be a nice planet, but now I've got... Oh god, what's all these things? There's things coming at me. Deary me. Not nice. Oh. That's a long way down. I don't know quite where we're going here now, but hey. Exploration is all part of the fun. It is a bit scary at night. Another thing. You won't take no for an answer, these things. Honestly. I won't bite you. I won't shoot you if you don't try and bite me, but... Aha! Yes, that's a Venus flytrap. He said, walking into it. Hey! Stop flapping at me. Alright, so how much... so what are we trying to build? Let's look at me catalogue. So here's some of the things we can build. Goodness me, there's a lot of things to learn. Oh well, let's head back to the ship. I think we've got enough. Oh, look at the huge ear of wheat. That's giant wheat, that is. I love the fact you just get like random creatures running across your path. Oh, there's another one. I might as well... Oi! Honestly. Venus flytraps all over the place, I don't know. Let's go down by the beach, at least we know where we are. Yeah, some planets are prettier in the night time. But yeah, ones with ring systems are always nice because you get a nice glowing effect in the sky. Ah! Oh, it's a quite a mass monster. Deary me. When we landed here, I thought this was such a nice place. A singing, ringing tree. We should do that one day, shouldn't we? If anyone's feeling brave. Alright, oh. Daylight. Daylight is coming. I'm sure it's the same 3 spaceships coming round again. Oh, that's good. Yes, plants with carbon and oxygen. We'll have them. Right, well, I think we've got enough oxygen somehow. And enough carbon to run the reactor. So we'll just nip back to the base. Build a biofuel reactor. Then connect the biofuel reactor to the teleport unit. And then it should work. So long as I can do the wiring correctly. Right. So, biofuel reactor needs 1 metal plate. That's easy enough. 1 metal plate. 1 biofuel reactor. There you go. To create a power grid, select electrical wiring and basically join one to the other. Alright. So tech. Alright, let's get this right. Power. There we go. So join that to that. Okay. Fuel the biofuel reactor. Which wants a bit of carbon, probably. They usually do. We'll stick some condensed carbon in it, actually, because we got. So our reactor now powers the teleport. Habitation program initializing. Explore the planet and expand your base, it says.
Base computer online.
Oh. Base computer's telling us something. Additional archives. Oh, it's all kicking off now. Scanner detected unusual broadcast, repeating 16 from the space station. Warning, end of archive. Records interrupted. The base computer archives have reached their end. It appears there is nothing more I will learn from them. My predecessor appears to have left their base and headed for the space station. What space station, you ask? First we've heard of a space station. Then you realise, up in the sky, there's something up there. Wow. It says investigate the space station. Wow. There's only one way to reach a space station. Get in Terrence. Let's go and look at the space station. Alright, you ready for this, Martin? We've really got the engines going now. Except we ran out of fuel. I need some tritium. Fortunately, I've got some.
Technology recharge.
Alright. Fire it up again. So we're 17 seconds away from the space station. Notice that it's in orbit around the planet we started on, though we never noticed it then. But then it is only little. Well, what have we here? Shall we go attempt to dock? Well, the only thing to do... That looks like the place for Mordred Undead. Let's aim for the blue light. And now the soundtrack gets all rock. Explore the space station. Find life forms to ask about the mysterious signal. Right. Hello. Who do you want to talk to? There's him. Oh, there's him. Oh. Oh, there's some other fellows. The first one. Alright, who was the first one? Oh, that was the blue one, wasn't it? Has he gone off? Has he wandered off? Where did he go? That was him, wasn't it? Well, he's a lieutenant. He probably knows something. He'll do, yeah. Right. The trouble is, we don't know his language. So he says, Gra, interloper, Dom Viking, Urungi, Obo Inning. So he's either talking about cricket or we need to learn some words. The alien, large and intimidating, appears to be friendly. Perhaps they know the one who came before me. So ask about other travellers. The alien draws back, startled. The look on their face tells me our conversation is over. He looked like he was reading his own subtitles. He probably does. Okay. So he's not that helpful. Who's this sat down here having a rest? Can anyone speak alien? The alien puffs themselves up as I approach, making the most of their impressive size. Ooh, perhaps they might recognize the signal mentioned by the base computer. Oh. The life form shrinks, a look of fear crossing their face. And then an instant the fear passes. They look at me strangely but say nothing more. Okay. Oh, there's got to be somebody around here that knows. How about him? Sixth you ung. Really? The alien does not appear aggressive, but when I blink, I see the same red light that stared at me at the distress beacon. Alright, 16 we'll say. We are watching you, traveller friend. Find what we have left you. Though the alien speaks, the words are not their own. A string of code is echoed back to me through the red glare logged directly to my exosuit. The crimson light fades away and I see the lifeform glaring at me. Whatever has happened, they do not appear to have witnessed it. Okay. I should leave. Perhaps my base computer will be able to make something of this code. Oh goodness. Every system has a space station serving as a hub. Speaking to life forms brings the chance to trade, learn words or gain standing, visit technology merchants or the cartographer, or take missions, or use the teleporter. Ah. Because if you look, there's all these people living in little kiosks. Hello, mission agent. Interloper. Noxo dog do. Does that say Noxo dog do? What is he talking about? Can anyone speak alien? But the words Noxo dog do sound a bit rude. Okay. Right. Well, over in the corner, well, we're coming up to an hour, so let's use the teleporter that they've got here to teleport back to our base. Oh, it's all gone very Colin. It's all gone very Tom Baker. Actually, you're right. Whilst we're at the space station, we should have sold all our gloop. But we can always go back and do that later. I hope we can get back to fetch our ship later. How do you get your spaceship back? Well, we parked it in the space station. But they've thought of that. Yeah, I worried about that the first time. Because they teleport your spaceship down as well. Now isn't that useful? So Terence comes down with us. I like the way he's neatly parked just outside the door. I do like that door. We haven't gone through the door, have we? There we are, let's go through the door. We've built a door. We haven't built anything else, but we've built a door. It says visit the base computer. So begin decryption. Decoding 161616. Message follows. The traveller finds their wings. Fly to us and claim your place amongst the stars. Signal acquired. Life signs detected. Encoded signal received. Coordinates logged. Our destiny is in the stars, indeed. Well, I think we'll go investigate the signal. That'll be probably a good point. So it's on the horizon. Oh. Oh, what is this? Encoded signal received. What's that? Log damage, partial records available. The signal has led me to the wreck of a freighter. Colossal fragments of metal scattered across the landscape. Were these messages nothing but the misfiring circuits of a long-forgotten ruin? Nestled among the debris, I find the pilot's log, blinking, awaiting input. The terminal spits out a strange sequence of numbers, followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached to the end of the message. I pulled the blueprint from the computer. This hyperdrive blueprint is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone placed this here after the crash, hoping it would be found. We have got a hyperdrive for our spaceship, which needs chromatic metal and microprocessors. Begin the hyperdrive installation. And I think that's a good point at which to end it. So, end of part 2. We're going to build a hyperdrive in part 3. Okay, thank you much everybody. I'll stop here and we'll come back with part 3 at some point. Bye bye.